exercise to really start to strengthen your pelvic floor if that's where you're at in your rehab process. Um, so once you've learned how to do the rib breathing and the exertional breathing, this is a position I like to do this in, lying down on your back, 90-90. You can use a block between your knees. And now, again, this is meant to strengthen the pelvic floor muscle. So we're going to work toward having a maximum contraction. This does not mean this is how you move throughout the day using a maximum contraction. That would be pretty rare. But in order to strengthen these muscles, this is what you're wanting to work toward. So you're going to first find your three-dimensional rib breathing, and then find your exhale breath, whether it's a straw breath or whatever works best for you. And then there's 3 different cues that I like to give people that you can see what works best for the pelvic floor as it comes up with your exhale. One is to think of an up arrow moving up through the center of your body. Another choice is to think of an elevator coming up, all the way up. And then another idea is to think of a bean lift where the vaginal lips are picking up a bean and pulling it up through the center of the body. So you choose which cue works best for you. Find your full inhale, and then with your exhale, you're going to lift your pelvic floor until your exhale runs out. Ideally till the count of 10, but at whatever that exhale looks like for you. And then with your next breath, find your inhale, and then lift with the pelvic floor with your exhale. Now, you can choose to try it with a little block squeeze. So you're pulling in these inner thigh muscles, and sometimes that helps kick in the pelvic floor. So as you inhale, you relax around the block, and then exhale, squeeze and lift. Blow out. Okay, full inhale. And you do about a set of 10 at a time and then rest. Now, a couple of things to look for here. If you are a person that has trouble fully relaxing your pelvic floor, then in between each lift, you might need to take a couple of rest breaths to really focus on that inhale and that letting go and letting your pelvic floor come all the way back down. Because we don't want to keep pulling up if you're not finding that full downward relaxation. So find that, spend a couple of rest breaths if you need to. Number 2 is watch what your inner abdominals or TA is doing as you blow out. So ideally you want it going in with you as your pelvic floor lifts. Now sometimes people will find as they exhale, it starts to push out, or maybe at the end of the exhale. So just start to notice that. If that bulging or bearing down is happening, just start to notice that, pick up on that, and maybe just end your exhale a little earlier. And it's a great teaching moment to learn that you're doing that, and maybe you're doing that at other times throughout the day too. But otherwise, you're going for about a set of 10 and then rest, and then you can try another set here. And this is just a great place to do, instead of just doing your boring Kegels, you can do them with breath, with your exhale, and finding that, working toward a maximal contraction as high as you can go. You might start out at a 50% and work your way up until you can get that full maximal contraction, holding it until you run out of your exhale and then letting it go.